Inside the Valley on this Sunday morning. Well, right now we're talking to ladies from the RGV Quilt Guild. Got it right that time. We're going to talk to them a little bit about what they do here in the Valley. Also something very special, what they do, the military quilts. A little bit more about what the organization does. We have Renee Darkus and Deb Blackburn on the show. Thank you guys both so much for being here.
Thanks for having us.
Okay, so first of all, let's talk a little bit about the RGV Quilt Guild. What it is that you ladies do.
Well, we're a guild of over 300 members here in the Valley. We go all the way from Brownsville to past Mission.
Okay.
And we meet monthly and do a lot of quilting kind of things. We have national speakers come into our guild meetings and teach us things. We have classes, and we're a very social group, so we just have lots of fun.
Now, a lot of people might think of quilting as just like a hobby, but you ladies you take it more than just a hobby. I mean, like you...
It's a passion.
Exactly. It is a passion.
That's right.
And I mean, some of the quilts that you are able to put together and to build are absolutely stunning.
They are, and we're also do some fun kinds of things this past weekend at our quilt show that we had in on the island. We did coats for all the dolphins in Port Isabel, so they all had quilted little wetsuits on, so it was a fun thing. So now, we do fun stuff too.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, how can someone get involved with the guild?
Well, we meet monthly. You can go to our website, Rio Grande Valley Quilt Guild, just the letters, .org, and we meet monthly. You can come join us. We meet here in Weslaco every month, and we'd love to have you visit us.
Now, are there classes as well for folks, you know, so they can learn how to do different designs, different patterns, that kind of stuff too?
Our classes in February are going to be on a program called EQ Quilt, where you can design your own quilt patterns.
Wow.
And then we're also doing some other different kinds of classes later on in the season too.
I mean, for me, just thinking about it sounds really complex, kind of tough. Is it tough to put a quilt together to make a quilt?
No, not really. It's pretty easy.
Really?
Yeah.
So anyone can do it?
Anybody can do it.
Yes.
We have, Deb does work with our youth group and has kids as young as what, 4?
Yeah, the youngest we had make Christmas stocking this year was 4 years old.
4?
4.
Okay, so I'm a little bit older than 4, so I feel like I could do this for sure.
You sure could.
Now, you take anybody in, you can to join the guild, is that correct?
Anyone.
Okay.
Male,
Okay, yeah.
children, female.
Do a lot of males usually show up to be a part of the guild? And if so, what kind of quilts do they do? Is it more kind of like sports themes and stuff?
No, actually,
Really?
they do beautiful work.
You know what? I know one artist back in Canada. I saw some stuff that he did, but he more kind of like focused on sports themes and stuff, and did all these different sports quilts for kids, you know, and then some of the Olympic stuff as well. It was pretty interesting. So I know that a lot of the guys do this too. But here in the Valley, you get a lot of guys who get involved with it.
We have a few, but a lot of the men get involved because they enjoy the machinery of it.
Oh.
Because you quilt with a machine.
Sure.
So a lot of them really enjoy the machinery of it.
It's not like a sewing machine.
Well, it is a
yeah.
machine,
Is it
but it's
bigger
still a
than
machine.
Yeah, absolutely.
And if you're going to actually do the stitching at the final, it is a big sewing machine.
Right. Now, I know we were just talking a little bit about the big event that you just had on South Padre Island this weekend. Unfortunately, it's over now, but you will be having it again come next year. Is that correct?
January 26th and 27th, back on the island again.
Okay. And for folks who are watching right now, they may not have been able to attend this year, but they want to attend next year. Can they reserve a spot now, or can they buy tickets in advance, or when will tickets kind of start going on sale, you figure?
March, we'll have them available.
Okay,
to
as
sell.
early as March. Oh, great. Also, too, can people who design and make quilts, are you inviting them to come out there to be a part of the show, or how?
Yes, the members register their quilts. We take non-members that can put their quilts in. I believe there's a $25 fee for the first quilt they enter, and then $10 for any other quilts.
Wow.
But it behooves them to join the guild because membership of the guild is only $25 a year.
Wow, that's fantastic.
And there's
they,
a lot. It's
they
offered
get to
with
do
that.
lots of things. Join Deb in her military quilt stuff, and
Yeah, I was just going to ask you about the military quilts. What's that all about?
I took it over with another gal about 4 years ago.
Okay.
And at the time they were sending things up to San Antonio, Fort Hood, and we decided there's over 100,000 veterans in the Valley.
Right.
And we decided we are the Rio Grande Valley Quilt Guild, so we keep all the quilts in the Valley.
Okay.
So if somebody goes to rgvqg.com, in the lower right-hand corner, there's a nomination paper
Okay.
that they can fill out, and it will automatically come to me and my co-chair, Laura Nunn. And we ask for the nominee's name, what branch of service they were in, the years if they can provide it. And we personalize a label for each quilt we give.
Wow.
So that person's name is on the label.
Wow.
So we do active military or veterans. We did, I got here November 5th this year because I'm a winter Texan.
Yeah.
And I think the first 3 weeks I was here, we presented over 30 quilts
Wow.
to veterans.
Holy, that's amazing. That's phenomenal. So this is all part of the military quilts project that you have that's going on.
Right.
I also have another question. Wondering, quilts. I mean, when people think about quilts, some of them can get really high in price too. Is that correct? And earlier we were talking about how some people may need to appraise their quilts or get them insured or something like that. Is that correct?
Yes. For the last year and this year, we've not had an appraiser. I don't know if the quilt show chairperson next year will have an appraiser again. You can't do it every year because too many people use it one year and then there's nobody that'll use it.
Right.
But have them watch our website, and if there's an appraiser, have them come out, because if they should have a fire or say a hurricane,
Right.
and they lose a quilt that they have, the insurance company will only pay them what a blanket is worth, not what a quilt with all the fabric and the time and the energy.
Hundreds of dollars.
I have a quilt that my grandmother made that's not even a very spectacular quilt at all, just a plain old scrappy quilt, and it was worth over $300. So some of the newer quilts are appraising up to $2,000 and $3,000.
Wow.
Our quilt that we give away or that we sell our tickets for our opportunity quilt praises at over $2,500.
Wow. Wow, I never knew a quilt was that much. I knew it was in the hundreds. I didn't know maybe even into the thousands. Now, where can people get a little bit more information if they want to join your guild or find out maybe how they can get involved or maybe help out with the military quilts?
Oh, military quilts. We're actually having a sew day,
Okay.
February 15th at Trophy Gardens on FM 495 in Alamo.
Okay.
From 9 a.m. to 3 p.m.
right.
Anybody in the community is welcome to join us. We will provide the fabric, and they should bring a sewing machine, but if they don't sew, they can come and iron. We need people that iron the fabric so it's smooth,
Sure.
so when we sew it, it doesn't wrinkle. Or they can go to rgvqg.com.
And this is a free event?
Free event.
Excellent. Sounds like it's going to be a good time for sure. Again, if you want to get a little bit more information about the RGV Quilt Guild, we posted some information there on your screen. Go to their website, rgvqg.com. There you can find a little bit more information about their event that they just had this past weekend, but they will be having it again next year, 2018, January 26th and 27th. You can also find a little bit more information about military quilts. You want to get involved with that as well. Ladies, I want to thank you so much for being on the show on this Sunday morning, and thank you for educating myself on quilts and what it is that you guys do here in the Valley.
Thanks for having us.
My pleasure. And folks, don't go anywhere on this Sunday morning. When we come back, we're going to be talking to ladies from the Junior League of McAllen about a great event that they have coming up. You definitely won't want to miss it. Don't go anywhere.